Essentially, this guy, he called in to talk about one of the campgrounds that he often visited that was mysteriously shut down. And he started talking to some people within the organization, and they were talking about deaths there at the campground. And that was one of the reasons why they shut it down. And the nature around these deaths is very suspicious, and it doesn't seem like human activity.
When you hear this kind of story, does that align with a lot of the other stories that you've heard about these types of dogmen?
This one's a little bit beyond what I usually hear. It's usually a roadside sighting or something like that. You don't hear about deaths or injuries or anything like that. But in this case, I actually looked up the camp, and it was closed down recently. So at least that part of the story checks out as far as it being shut down. And it didn't give a reason, obviously, online as to why it was. But he's correct. You know, I camp a lot out here in California, and it's really expensive to go camping. You get a tent spot for 3 days, and it might cost you $150. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to close it down for funds, because they could be making that money right back if they just refurbish the campground over the winter or something like that. So a lot of this checks out. Obviously, I don't know who this gentleman is. I can't check on the death that was there. It didn't come up in any of the Google searches we did, but a lot of times that stuff doesn't. It's hidden for a reason.